Dreaming is a pretty strange phenomenon. To this day, humans haven't figured out exactly why we dream, what our dreams mean, and why, sometimes, people's dreams end up spilling over into real life. What most of us don't know is that a huge number of people actually die in their sleep. But, is it because they end up dying in their dreams too? For years, humans have tried to understand lucid dreaming. In the simplest sense of the word, a lucid dream is when you're aware of the fact that you're dreaming. This means that the line between your dream and reality are blurred. Which is a pretty scary thought. So, if you die in a lucid dream, will you die in real life? In this video we'll be solving that mystery for you, so stick around. If you ever pass away in a dream, it will unquestionably happen in reality. This is a pretty common belief that people have. However, don't worry, because we can tell you with certainty that passing away in a dream does not necessarily translate into actual death. People frequently have nightmares about dying. You've probably had one yourself. And the fact that they are still up and alive to report having those dreams pretty much rules out yet another correlation. But if we rephrase the question to ask whether it's imaginable for someone to pass away in real life after passing away in a dream, or, to put it more loosely, whether it's feasible for a nightmare or dream to kill you, the answer appears to be a modified yes. Maybe? Again, we are limited by our own understanding, but there are a few phenomena that raise the possibility that some dreams really can be lethal. First, while it's unusual, it is possible for someone to be scared to death. Sometimes, in dangerous situations, your body shifts into the fight or flight response when we are scared, which is brought on by an adrenaline rush. Major muscular areas receive an increase in blood supply, and the heart beats more quickly. A cardiac event brought on by the surge of adrenaline, especially in people who are already susceptible, may result in death, an unfortunate outcome from a mechanism designed to keep us alive when we detect danger. Pretty ironic, right? But what happens when this occurs in a dream? What truly happens to you if you pass away in that dream? Do you experience any bodily pain when you wake up? For instance, if you were shot in a lucid dream, and since you are conscious in that dream, will the pain still be there when you awaken? Or if you were lucid dreaming and fell off a building, would you wake up in pain from the particular limbs you hit? Well, the short answer is no. Therefore, everything that occurs in a dream in this case, we're talking specifically about physical pain, won't have an impact on you in reality. So it's possible to pass away in a lucid dream or a regular dream, but when you wake up, everything will be normal. You won't experience any discomfort or harm in any manner because of it. One of the reasons why people are concerned with the idea of dying in a dream is due to a very real condition known as sudden unexpected nocturnal death syndrome, or SUNDS, which refers to the exceedingly rare occurrence of people spontaneously passing away while they are asleep. But let's clear it up once and for all and talk about how this isn't really related to lucid dreaming or dreaming at all. In 1981, there was a brief epidemic of deaths that were either brought on by, or at least happened while people were sleeping. There were reports of sudden deaths occurring while people were asleep. Surprisingly, they were happening to healthy individuals, most of whom were between the ages of 25 and 44. A total of 117 instances of these young people passing away while they slept were documented. From what everyone could tell, it appeared as though their hearts simply stopped. And shockingly, none of these people had any previous record of cardiac episodes. Scary, isn't it? You can almost imagine them having a nightmare and dying on the spot because of it. Or once thought might lead to them dreaming and then being dead in that dream. Perhaps that was the reason they never woke up? You might also be surprised to know that your favorite horror movie, the original Nightmare on Elm Street, was inspired by this very unsettling pattern. The movie producers were inspired by a story of an immigrant family where the youngest experienced horrific dreams that made him fear going to sleep. When he finally fell asleep again, he passed away. Anyone who has seen the Elm Street movies will certainly recognize that tale, but the facts also support it. Don't worry, though, because none of these theories are true. All these incidents were when people in fact just simply died in real life, and that occurred coincidentally while they were asleep. That's when the rare condition of SUNDS became relatively known. Even though night terrors, a type of half-awake dream state characterized by sensations of anxiety and panic, have been noted in cases of SUNDS right before the person dies, the death doesn't have anything to do with passing away in your dream. So, no, you cannot pass away in a lucid dream and subsequently pass away in the real world. That doesn't always happen. Imagine your brain as a computer and your dreams as a vast simulation. In order to make the simulation as precise as possible, your brain will fill in the blanks when your dream is about something you've never experienced, such as consuming a specific sort of food. There are some circumstances in which dreams might feel so similar to reality that it is difficult to distinguish between the two. However, you only experience things or see things in a dream that you have experienced or seen in real life. Just like the fact that any human face that appears in your dream, you have come across that face at least once in your life even if you do not remember, your brain is only able to recreate things it's seen. Therefore, when you die in your dream, the human brain just can't comprehend the concept of what life looks like after death. The mind just cannot fathom what it is to die, so instead of making up something, it wakes up as quickly as possible from the dream. You may see darkness or nothing at all, and just wake up to find out you are alive and everything is in fact quite normal. Some people have other views. They think it signifies something positive, that it symbolizes a form of change, growth, or evolution perhaps. That this type of dream indicates you are changing and evolving into a new life or identity, as death in dreams metaphorically denotes the transitional phase between two significant chapters of one's life. Your dream might be a metaphor for the death of your old self, including your out-of-date ideas, practices, and the layers of skin you're losing as you develop into a more responsible version of yourself. It might be upsetting to think of your own demise, but it can also be unsettling to imagine that you have passed away. However, dreams like these may indicate that you're attempting to reconcile unresolved feelings, memories, relationships, or circumstances from the past. Now that you know you cannot feel physical pain, you've been hurt or killed in your dream, what about emotional pain? Whether in a lucid dream or a regular dream, when you feel emotional agony, it does sort of affect you the next day. For example, if you dream that you are sad, crying, or alone, you will probably experience pain as a result of that the following day. You will feel almost the same emotions and feelings when you wake up as if that happened in real life. And that's really because your brain will have a hard time telling the difference between things that happened in the dream and that happened in real life. Now, no matter how conscious you are in your lucid dream, know you cannot die in that dream and experience death in real life. However, you can experience emotional pain from a lucid dream in real life. So what do you think of this phenomenon? Have you ever had a dream in which you died or were hurt? Let us know your experience with this in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more.